Hey everyone, it's Hiedi Scott with DIY I hope that you are having a wonderful day. On this video tutorial, I'm going to show you how to stencil a t-shirt, which yesterday we did glass etching. We did some pillow projects this week. It's been a week of a lot of different things, and so I thought to spice things up, let's use this darling stencil, that says Grateful, Thankful, Blessed on this t-shirt that I have, this sort of a, I don't know what you call this, mint green, aqua, teal, I don't know, on this t-shirt, and I'm going to show you just how easy it is. So, oh, I see lots of people hopping on. Okay, so before I get started, as you're hopping on, say hi, let me know where you're watching from, let me know if you have any questions. I want the stencil and the ink that we'll be using today are from Magnolia, and I am having a few issues with my website right now. I don't know if it's me or exactly what, but you guys know that I'm terrible with technology. So if you want to take a peek at any of the stencils or the ink or anything else from them, if you'll wait, as soon as I hop off, I will put a link at the very top with my full website, which is going to be https://DIYDreaming.magnoliadesignco.com. It's the long one. The shortened one is not working for some reason, so don't use that. I'm going to get it fixed though. But anyway, so this is what we're going to do. And before we do that, I want to show you guys some of the other t-shirts that I've made using this ink. These have been made, worn, sometimes worn, some of these worn multiple times, and washed multiple times. So this was one that we made, gosh, I don't know, a month ago maybe? And it has this silly hocus pocus stencil on it that says, "Oh look, another glorious morning makes me sick." And those are the funny little hairdos of the three silly witches in that movie. So that's one, and look how great I mean, the colors are vibrant. It looks great. It washes great. The ink works really well. This is one I made this summer. I've worn it maybe 3 times. It says Faith, Family, and Freedom, and I used the red and blue ink and a silver ink too, and it still looks great after being worn multiple times and washed. And then this is one that I made most recently, gosh, right before I went to Boise to visit my mom. And it says, "In a field of roses, she is a sunflower." And I think this has been washed 2 times at least, maybe 3. And look how nice it is. Now I haven't ironed any of these. They're just hanging in my closet. And honestly, I don't really iron too much anymore, unless I absolutely have to. But, okay, so we're starting out with a t-shirt right here, and I have a new setup. I'm hoping that maybe this will be good for you guys to be able to see everything. I don't know. So we're gonna do this t-shirt. It came from Target. It's A New Day is the brand. They do run small. I had to get an extra large just to have it fit. It was $5. So even if I mess it up, which I'm not going to, but if I did, I wouldn't be out anything too serious. So the basics of stenciling on fabric are that you want to get a good even coverage of the ink on your stencil, but you want to resist the temptation to keep going over and over and over it, because the fibers in this fabric are going to want to suck in the ink and then pull it out. That's just how they are. So if you keep going over and over and over, your stencil lines won't look crisp. They'll look sort of blurry. And also, normally we fuzz these green stencils because they're super sticky, but you don't need to fuzz them if you're going to use them on fabric. And I always label the back to get started. This stencil's been used twice, and it's still in great shape. So I'm just going to lay my stencil on my t-shirt, and somebody told me, I may not have understood correctly, that you go a hand width down from the collar for the perfect placement on your t-shirt. I want to measure side by side though to see if I have it even. Okay, so it is, let's go straight to the arm. 5 3/4. Oh, that's pretty darn close. Good enough. So you're just gonna really burnish your stencil on what you're stenciling. I'm gonna use black ink. I know this stencil that says grateful, thankful, blessed, it might make you think about Thanksgiving or fall, but if it's on a green shirt and I'm using just black ink, I think it's the words grateful, thankful, and blessed are good all year long. So I'll be able to wear this t-shirt whenever I want. And this is what the ink looks like. It's really nice to work with. If I was going to do a bunch of details on this stencil, then I would probably use some of the new paintbrush squeegees, which are so awesome. I love these things. But since I'm not, I'm just gonna use a spreader or a squeegee. Okay, and I'm gonna get a good amount of ink on my little squeegee. Put my glasses on so I can see. So how are you guys doing today? Hey, Lisa. Hi, Martha. Hey, Denise. Hi, Donna. I didn't see who was on before. Can you guys see okay? Do you like this, this setup here? I mean, I'm still figuring things out, but I think this setup might be better, and I'm not relying on that tripod that I have, which wants to always twist right while I'm in the middle of a live. I'm just using a one of those handheld tripods that does have a thing on it so you can make it stand up. I'm trying that, and it's right in front of me on a little table that I brought here into my craft room. And hopefully this is gonna make it so that you guys can see the whole way through the video, so I'm not constantly having to keep adjusting my phone to get a different angle. Okay, now when you're stenciling on fabric, especially with a dark colored ink, you definitely want to make sure that you don't go outside of the edge of your stencil. And this is what it's looking like right now. Not too pretty. This dark colored ink is going to stain my stencil to some degree, but it'll just be on the front. And if you have one of the stencil cleaner sponges, if you want to spend a little extra time with that and a little dish soap, you can lessen the stain just by going over it with that sponge. If you don't have the sponge, you can use a magic eraser if you have one of those. Okay, so this is what it looks like. And before I started, I did put 2 layers of paper towel in between the 2 layers of my t-shirt so that I wasn't stenciling the front and the back by accident. Okay, and I don't see anywhere that I've missed, but I'm gonna do a little peek. So far, so good. Yep. This is really a cute stencil. Okay, let me throw this in some water that I have over here. I'm putting it face down in a little tub of water, and it'll just soak in that until I'm all finished. And then I will take it to the sink and scrub it up good. And what do you think? Isn't that cute? And this doesn't scream Thanksgiving or fall. This just says that I'm grateful, I'm thankful, and I'm blessed. So what else should I tell you about working with ink? Well, let me tell you what ink is for and what it's not for. Ink from, and then I'll hop off. I won't get long-winded on this video. Ink from Magnolia Design Company is for 2 categories. It's for fabric and it's for ceramics/glass. It has to be heat set to be permanent. and it has a little tendency to be kind of sticky until you heat set it. So with this t-shirt, I'll just go upstairs after it's completely dry. I'll put a thin tea towel on top of it, and I'll go over it with my iron set on cotton for 3-4 minutes. I'll probably turn it inside out, and I'll go over the back of it for another minute or two. And then it'll be permanent. The design will be permanent. With ceramics or glass, what you are going to do is you're going to use this on your surface. Then you're going to take your one, you can either wait until it's dry or not. I don't know whether that makes a difference or not, but you're going to put it in a cold oven on a cookie sheet, and you're going to turn your oven on to 350. You're going to let your items heat up with the oven and cool back down a total length of 35 minutes. So when you put your items in the oven, turn your timer on to 35 minutes right then. When the timer goes off, just turn your oven off and let your items cool down in the oven, and you're good to go. When you use this on ceramics though, you do need to know that it's hand wash, and so don't put it in the dishwasher, and also don't scrub it really hard, and don't put the ink like right where you would be putting mashed potatoes or a hot coffee. Put it on the outside or the edge, or on decorative things. Chalk paste is pretty much for everything else. Alrighty, well, let's see. Where can you order the ink and the stencils from? Linda, as soon as I hop off, I will share, I'll put some links that are fixed, because my original one is doing something wonky. I'll put some links in the comments, and I'll specifically answer you. So if anyone else wants a link to look or to shop, either way, just put that in the comments, and I'll reply and give you a direct link. So thank you guys for watching. I have some fun stuff coming up. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I have some really fun stuff coming up that I can't wait to show you. And it doesn't involve any stencils, just in case you're wondering. I have 2 things, and neither one of them are stencils, ink, or chalk paste, so they should be really fun. Alrighty, have a great rest of your day. I see lots of people are saying link, so just let me know if you want a link. Thanks for all the hearts. I really appreciate that. You guys are so sweet. And I'll see you guys later.